All right, we're here in the Niner locker room with Colton McKivitz, and we're getting down to Week 18. And how's things? Obviously, the team's rolling 9 in a row. What's the vibe like in here?
It's another week. I mean, you keep wanting to replicate what we're doing, and it's just challenging ourselves to be the best we can every week, and just building on and correcting what we did wrong last week, and then obviously keep it rolling.
Yeah, what did you think of the Raider game overall? I mean, it was a good win on the road, good comeback. You guys were down 10. Give me your perspective on the game.
It was a heck of a confidence boost for the offense, and knowing that we can put up some points and come away with a win at the end of that, and just knows that we got each other's back, where it's special teams, offense and defense. So I think it was a really good win when we needed it.
Yeah, I mean, when you go from scoring 20 a game to like this stretch now where you guys are really scoring 30 almost every week, that's got to, I mean, I'm sure I talked to some of the corners. They're like, hey, it makes us feel better. The whole team just feels different when you're scoring 30 a game.
Yeah, it knows, we got a little, not a buffer, but, it helps the defense know that, they got a little room if things aren't going well. And also, we got the confidence that they're going to, be the number one defense they have been all year. So, we got each other's back, and that's just how it goes.
You're a veteran now. How difficult is it to beat a team in your division that second time around? Because you're now taking the Cardinals on for the second time this year.
It's tough. We've always had problems with Seattle, and then Arizona as well. It's a conference game. We've seen each other multiple times, and it is. But we kind of know what they're doing, and they know what we're doing, and usually the most physical team and the teams that don't make the mistakes, come out with wins in these games. So it'll be fun to play them again, and I think they'll be just as excited, even though it hasn't been the year they wanted.
If you want to know about a defensive lineman, the best guys to ask are the O linemen. Tell us a little bit about J.J. Watt. This is it for J.J. Watt, and you watch these guys on film and you notice all the different nuances and what makes them good and special and different. Tell us about J.J. What do you see when you watch him?
Here's what he is. He's won Defensive Player of the Year multiple times, and his Hall of Fame career. So, I think he's the last one's going to be the showout one. So I think we're expecting a heck of a game from him, and for him to go hard as he always does. And I think it'll mean a little more to him being his last one. So we're going to be expecting that. And he just plays hard, and sometimes he's unpredictable, whether he spins out of a gap or kind of like a Donald. But it's going to be his last one, so he'll be juiced up.
Every guy in here pretty much hurt this time of year. I mean, just whether you get hurt in practice, hurt in the game, is everybody battling something right now, or are there guys that literally can go through a football season, get to Week 18, and they're still not banged up?
You're going to have a scratch. It's 100% injury rate in the NFL. So, guys are battling their own thing, and whether they decide to show it or not, that's their prerogative, and it doesn't matter at this point in the year. We're all gearing up for the playoffs and what run we want to have. So, it's the NFL. You're going to get hurt, and whether you do what you do about it or how quickly you get back is up to you.
Banks went down this week. Brunskill stepped in. You guys have a really deep group. There's a lot of really good players on this team, or in this offensive line. Really on the team, but especially on the offensive line. And you're one of the veterans, but there's some young guys too. Do you say anything when you guys are watching film when you get to this time of the year about the fact that, hey, anybody could go in at any snap? Really, you got to be ready.
I think we've done it. It goes back to development. Guys have stayed after mine practices and that kind of thing after practice, and they all kind of realize that even though they haven't been through, I think the upper guys of Mike and Trent and Jake and Dan have all made them realize that it's that time of year where you guys go down, and if needed, you need to play that at that level and be consistent with it. So, I think they're starting to realize that these games mean more. We always talk about the ladder of the importance of these games in December and January, and I think they've got a pretty good idea of if they go in, then it's got to be a high level.
Last time we talked to you, you were telling us about your crabbing expedition during the bye week, I think. How was the holiday for you? What'd you do? Did you have family out, or how'd you celebrate?
No family out. Plane tickets are a little expensive, but no, I got to do some duck hunting.
Nice. Where at?
Like Sacramento area, up Yuba City, and then Calusa and
what do you think of
Susumar? So
yeah, what do you think of our hunting in Northern Cal compared to West Virginia?
You know, they keep it kind of hidden with everything else, but you know, you get out. There's a lot of birds around here.
Yeah, and like if you were in West Virginia at Christmas time, what would you do? Is there hunting that you do in West Virginia, or is it still duck hunting?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Not as many birds, but same thing.
There you go. Tell us a little bit about what's the difference. You played in the playoffs last year. What is the difference between an NFL playoff game versus a regular season game, if somebody who's never experienced it before?
Oh, everything's faster. I mean, guys are juiced up. You know, the games mean more, and you know, the elite players everyone comes to play, so it doesn't matter, you know, who it is. Guys are going to come to play juiced up, and you know, it's life or death. So this just mean more, and guys are amped up for it.
Yeah. You guys this week could win. Philly could lose. You could be the 1 seed and have a bye, or you could be the 2 seed and not have a bye. How important is the bye? Or because I've heard other people argue, you know, you want to stay sharp, and you stay sharp by keep playing. It's hard to turn it on and off. But what do you think of the bye? I mean, it's football. Obviously, more rest is good.
Yeah, I haven't experienced the bye. I know in 19 they did, and you know, the way they talk about it just meant that much more guys being hurt and beat up from the season. They got an extra week to get back, and obviously that, you know, helped them in their run and going to the Super Bowl. So yeah, the bye means a lot. You know, and if we're the 2 seed, we're the 2 seed. I think the biggest thing is us handling our business this week and taking care, and then the rest will handle itself. You know, whether, you know, the Eagles, whatever they do, and then you know, the only thing that matters is us winning.
You know, football, you have to step in, and you don't know when you're going to step in. Brock had to step in that Miami game, and you guys have been rolling since. You really were rolling before, but tell us a little bit about your perspective on how he's played, because he's a third-string quarterback, and you don't get the feeling that guys in here don't think you have a chance. They feel like you got a great chance. So obviously that's a testament to the way he's played, but give me your perspective on it.
Yeah, kind of got a glimpse of it in college when he used to beat us around, and you know, he's just taking all his own and playing the way he you know, he's used to playing ball, just being free, you know, playing smart, keeping control of the ball, and you know, just being confident in his play. I think that's the biggest thing is, you know, he hasn't hesitated, and he's taking it full steam.
All right, man. Give us the evaluation. How are our questions this time around? I mean, compared to last time, were we on our game, or
yeah, they're good. They're good.
Good stuff. Was I probing? I mean, is there anything that I didn't ask that you think, man?
It was
that
well-rounded.
Well-rounded. There
you
go.
Personal, you got the team.
Personal.
Aspect,
There you go.
A couple guys. It was good.
You got any pet peeves you want to air here? Airing of grievances.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, I like that it's like Yelp reviews for interviews.
Oh yeah, it was a good one this week. I liked it.
Thanks, Colton. Thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, no problem.